Valley Sports brings you Clay Center Tiger Wrestling. Hi everyone, I'm Rocky Downing, voice of the Clay Center Tigers on KCLY Radio, and we're joined by the head coach of the Clay Center Tiger Wrestling program, Coach Pigorsch. And Coach, thanks for first off coming on with us. Congratulations to what has been I think a good start to the season. I guess we'll get your thoughts on how you feel things have gone thus far.
I think they've been going great. You know, we've had some early success. We've wrestled some tough teams early on. The kids have been coming in working hard, and you know, like I said, we've been battling a few minor things, but other than that, I mean, everything's been really good so far, and it's been a success. So
you talk about coming in, the kids working hard for you. You know a lot about this program. You've got family in the area, and I know you follow it. The state of Kansas knows Clay Center Tiger Wrestling pretty well. To come in after Coach Charbonneau left and went to Emporia last season, the guys have responded well. I mean, I've talked to them and I've heard them say they're working hard, but that's part of the sport. But also I've heard them say that they're fired up to see what they can do this year for you. Had a good reaction from the guys?
Oh yes, they've all started to buy in to my system and to the way I'm getting them to try to wrestle. It's kind of hard to step in after someone who has been as successful as Coach Charbonneau was, but I mean, I don't really look at it that way. I look at it as, I've got a job to do myself, and these kids, they have goals and they still want to be successful. So it's all been working out pretty good so far, and I've kind of been changing a few things around and some different things, but they've picked it up, really well, and I'm really excited about what's to come.
As you came in and took this program over, we sit in the wrestling room doing this interview. Has this become home to you pretty much?
Yeah, I mean, it's a great facility. The school district has done a great job in providing us with the facility like this. There's not many even college programs that I know that have as nice as facilities as we have here, so I'm really fortunate for that, and like I said, it's a great place to be a wrestling coach and a wrestling fan.
You opened up with the duel against Chapman, won a league match there, lost a close one at Junction City. Valley Center was after that. That dual tournament, always a very busy 2 days. And then your invitational on the 12th, last Saturday. As we tape this, Coach Pigorsch and the Tigers are getting ready for the Wamego duel, which would be the night of our taping. Second place at the invitational. By 1 point. Right now, I think you guys have moved past that. It probably took a couple of days to do so.
Yeah, it didn't take a lot of time. I know a few guys were a little bit disappointed in themselves just for a couple discipline reasons. We lost a couple team points throughout the day that cost us winning our own tournament. But the guys know what they did wrong, and we addressed it, and I don't think it'll be an issue anymore this year. At least I hope not. And we had a good showing. We had the #1 team in 4A here, #1 team in 3-2-1A, a couple other ranked schools, and we did well. We finished up there, right at the top with the #1 team in our class, and I'm really excited for to get a rematch at them. So
as we said, we filmed this on the day that you're going to Wamego, and for the first time you'll be a little closer to full tilt. From the off season, you had a couple of guys that were unable to wrestle because of disciplinary reasons. You get one of those back, and I know they've been in a wrestling room working. I can only imagine they're very, very anxious to get a chance to go out and show something right now.
Yes, the kids that have been setting out, they're chomping at the bit. They're ready to get in there. We get Logan Singular back this week, and I know as a senior and a 3-time state placer coming back, he's definitely going to help our lineup out. He's really anxious to get back. He's looked really good in practice, so we'll get him back and he'll help fill a little bit of a spot. But still got a couple guys still waiting, and then a few guys that are injured right now. So
the guys that have been able to step in, I've been real impressed by, and that's part of what this program's about. We've often talked through the last several years, some of the best matches you'll find are right here in this wrestling room in the wrestle-offs to get a chance to go into varsity. But the guys that have stepped up have really produced for you.
Oh, yeah, they've been doing a great job. The kids we have that are, not varsity or that are just, right below the cut there, they could go to a lot of other schools and, be a varsity guy there, if not the best wrestler on their team, and maybe a state placer. But that's just kind of one of them things that makes our program good, is having that second guy behind you pushing you, because you've got to you've got to, if you're the guy in that spot, you've got to you know, produce, and you've got to be successful. And if not, there's someone willing to replace you. So
I'm sure sometimes it's a whirlwind to come in and take over a program. I can only imagine you look up at the calendar and see you're almost to Christmas break. Can you believe that?
Yeah, it goes fast. Being in college, it was a lot longer of a season. You know, we start when school starts and get done in mid-March. This has gone fast so far. You know, this is a much-needed break for us, though. Help us heal up a little bit and get us some extra practice time. I mean, because once it gets going, you know, we'll pick back up in January, and then by the end, you know, it'll be the end of February.
Regional
and we'll be in
state will
Salina,
be here.
so.
That's right. Coach, great start to the season. Congrats on what has happened thus far, and best of luck in what's to come.
Well, thank you very much. And like I said, we should be a contender this year, so I'm real excited.
We're planning on seeing a lot of the Tiger wrestlers in Salina coming up in late February. Coach Pigorsch with us on Twin Valley Sports.